didn't believe in God or anything, and I was very skeptical about all of this, even just the whole concept of spirituality. I didn't understand. But as time went on and this process became more and more a part of my life, and I started to see more and more what was going on, and then more and more how beautiful it truly was and how amazing this truly was, I started to accept it. And then once I started to accept the process, it was like things got a whole lot easier. They got a whole lot easier. So I urge you to move towards that place of acceptance in any way you can. And frankly, the best way is just by seeking to understand the truth of what's going on. The truth will lead you towards these sort of realizations. You're going to see how beautiful things really are, how the universe really functions, how things are in reality. This place is a dream. It has elements of reality that shine through every now and then. Love, friendships, happiness. They shine through like glimmers in darkness. But most of this place is not real. It's an illusion. And I can tell you from my experience that when you come to see that everything you had hoped that this place might be, everything that you had hoped that life might be, everything that you may have attached to an idea of heaven or some sort of afterlife, this is what is real all the time, everywhere. This is the kind of place that truth is going to lead you. Seek the truth. Do not be afraid of it, because there is nothing to be afraid of. And this sort of attitude of just wanting to know the truth of your existence and of what's going on is going to lead you to those realizations. Inevitably, you will get there. And in turn, those realizations are going to provide comfort. And they're going to make it very easy for you to accept what's going on. Excuse me, my voice is still a little bit off. Just had a vocal lesson earlier today. I'm writing some music too. I got another channel where I'm doing that. I might link that up to this one. So excuse me if my voice is going in and out a little bit. But I really wanted to communicate this to you guys, to let you know that this is something to be accepted and loved, and not to be feared or, whoa, what's going on? It's not like that at all. This is going to be the most wonderful thing, I can say without a single doubt. This is the most wonderful thing that has ever happened on this planet. It is the most wonderful thing that any of us could possibly have imagined experiencing in our lifetime here. And I'm just grateful to be here. And you'll see this more and more as you get deeper and deeper in the awakening process. So, in a nutshell, awakening is about that. It's about moving away from illusion into truth, away from limitation, suffering, death, pain, loss, all that stuff. It's a fiction. After you die, there's a rebirth immediately. We all live forever, moving into truth, which is timeless, joyful, peaceful, happiness, infinite bliss, and abundance. Moving towards that. And of course, realizing your true nature as an essential part of this. And that is what you will always be. Realizing that the temporary, seeming temporary nature of life is an illusion. You need not fear death because you never die. Eckhart Tolle, he's one of my favorite teachers. He has a great quote where he says that birth is the opposite of death, but life has no opposite. And I think truer words have not been spoken in a very long time, for this is very much the truth of existence. There is no opposite to life. Life never ends. And as you'll see more and more as you grow into your true self, this is the greatest gift you could imagine. The greatest gift. Even here in this place of pain and illusion, we cling to life. Even life here. Because any existence is better than no existence. Well, imagine the fullest, most unbelievably amazing existence that lies even beyond anything that could be imagined. And imagine that this is normal. This is real. This is not some fairy tale. I didn't get to where I am through self-delusion. I'll make that very clear. For 6 years, my objective was, I want to find out the truth of this place. I want to know what happens after I die. I want to know who I really am. I want to know what's going on here. And it's led me here. It's led me here, and I could not be happier about what life is really about. It's amazing. It is amazing, and everybody's going to see this soon. It's awesome. So basically, this is what awakening is really about. It's about moving into that. Moving out of the suffering, out of the fear, out of the pain, all that stuff. You just throw it out because it's not coming along. Okay? It is incompatible with reality. It is simply cannot exist there. It is here. And what is this place? Well, I've been given that Earth is a place that we come to grow into new responsibilities. So, in the universe, for instance, let's say in what we'll call heaven, what we'll call the new vibration, 5D, whatever term you want to use, you work at a gas station. And of course, the way things are in the universe, you're totally happy and you're awesome, you love it. But let's say you want a little more responsibility. You want to be like the mayor of the town that you live in. Well, then the way it works is you're like, okay, well, you want to do that. Well, then you go to Earth, or you go to some other planet like this one, and you learn and you struggle. And you learn your lessons so that then you are worthy of being that mayor. You are worthy of those responsibilities because the universe is built on integrity. And now you would never be forced to do that. You're never forced to do anything you don't want. If you want, you could live in eternal bliss as a gas station attendant in 5D, and you would be totally more than fine. But if you want more responsibility within the hierarchy, you come to a place like this and you earn it. And then when you come out, you're given what you've earned without question. That's a difference between reality and this place, is that here we don't know if our leaders truly deserve their positions. We never know. It's likely sometimes that the janitor in a corporation could be a better man than the CEO. Here titles are illusory, and they don't always mean what they signify. But in reality, it's different. The Archangel Michael, or whoever you want to pull out of a hat, he's not at that point just by chance. He's there because he deserves it. He's given the responsibilities he can handle. So, more or less, it seems like there are places such as this as grounds for learning and evolution so that we can return to home and take on new responsibilities, new functions. But all of the elements that seem difficult here are not inherent in reality. And this is something that can be seen here. This is not something you have to do some crazy, or do some astral projection, or go off in La La Land, or, something like that. I don't mean to, I do have a slight bias against astral projection, and, I understand some people really love it. I personally, I think that everything can be found here. So I've never been as into it, but if that works for you, then that's great. But what I'm just trying to communicate is that all the answers can be found right here in this moment. Like everything I'm speaking of here, you need to have no special revelations, no crazy, no special dreams or outlandish experiences. It's all here in this moment. This is just the truth of how things are. And you can discover this for yourself very easily. And in fact, you're going to do it quite automatically as you awaken into the new vibration. So in a nutshell, this is what awakening is all about. And in the videos I'm going to create here, I'm going to try to give you as much information as I can that's going to point you in this direction. I'm going to try to give you techniques that have been helpful for me to get through the process, and hopefully you guys are going to comment on problems you've been having, so then I can analyze some of these roadblocks and give you ways around them. Give you the straight path, because there are many ways you can go about this, and some ways are easier than others. Some ways are going to be faster than others. And if you have the right information, if you have the right mindset, the right attitude, laugh at yourself. Humor, invaluable. Humor is great. It instantly makes things pleasurable. It's humbling. And it's a very strong way to look at things. When you can laugh at your circumstances, you are truly rising above them. So to have an attitude of humor throughout this whole process, it'll do wonders for you. And humor, of course, means acceptance. So as I was talking about earlier, accepting is very important. So if you can find a way to laugh at yourself and all that's happening, you're well on your way. You're well on the fast track. So that's just a helpful attitude that you can take. But in the coming videos, I'm going to talk more about what awakening really is. I'm going to talk more about these different techniques you can use, and ways you can maneuver through it skillfully and with grace and get through this thing as quickly as you can, so that you can come to the sort of realizations where then you're on your own and you're just flying full speed towards the end. I'll have another video up for you shortly, and it's been great to speak with all of you tonight. I hope you all have a great night. All right, thank you.